How's it going, everybody? I am live, so I'm the Zabin, Zabin here on Broadcast Zabin, and today we are playing some Fortnite, and hopefully we can get this challenge done, dealing damage to opponents with a pirate cannon. That's going to be a little rough, but we're going to see if we can go ahead and give it a shot. I don't think the, I read the freaking Gauntlet solo test event thing. I hate that it's there because I read Gauntlet. Gauntlet makes me think, hey, we're gonna get the Infinity Gauntlet game mode, and it's not that. But how's everybody doing? I figured today, I was trying to do this like last night, and I was just like, I think I'm just doing it like out of, I don't know, being tired or something. It was hard to sleep. So I tried doing a video. I really didn't like the way it came out, so I figured we'll go ahead and we'll do it again. And the main focus I had was comparing Fortnite with Apex Legends. And if you ask me if I have to pick, do you go, Neo, what do you want? Do you want to play Apex Legends, Fortnite? What do you want to play? I'm gonna go with, I'm not lying, I would honestly, I was gonna try to join in. I honestly would go for Fortnite over Apex Legends. Now, I'm sure there's other people out there who've had discussions on YouTube, explaining maybe why they'd pick Apex over Fortnite or vice versa, Fortnite over Apex, and you know, there's still PUBG. I don't know who. I've myself never played it because I ain't paying for that. You know, obviously a game like Fortnite and Apex, they're free to play, so obviously it's gonna allow a lot of people. So if, let's say for example, if Apex Legends was a pay-to-play game, you had to pay to, you know, get the game to play, and then of course with all the in-game currencies, the game I believe wouldn't do as well as it did with, I believe it said 25 million downloads or something like that, just kind of within the first week, which is pretty dope that they have that much in such a short amount of time. But I don't really care about downloads, to be honest. Everybody screws me over. He almost got me. I'm gonna die with whoever. Somebody's gonna come down, they're gonna get me. Lexi. Apex Legends or Fortnite. There's a lot of Fortnite that I really like. I mean, literally as I started in Fortnite, I mean, you can say this about Apex maybe as well, but I don't see them doing anything about it, at least anytime soon. But when I started Fortnite from back like in season 2, like near the end of season 2, beginning of 3, I believe that's when I first started playing. Obviously I never won until like season 5. That's how I could keep track of my gliders. Now I'm like starting to win every season, at least one match every season. So I can guarantee. See, I did 6, 7. Oh, and I have 8, but trying to crack my knuckles. But let's see. With Fortnite, again, like I said from the very beginning, there was only like 3 modes. It was solo, duos, and squads. Squads being 4, duos, well, duos, and solo being solo. Simple as that. And kind of that alone, in my opinion, already beats Apex just from the beginning, because Apex is only groups of 3. That's like their digits for squads. Let's try it again. So they only have groups of 3, which is, it's interesting. Even Fortnite has taken that from Apex Legends, but just quite frankly, the only thing that, to me at least, what it seems like, because that Fortnite has taken from Apex, the thing that Apex Legends has done right, and you know, Fortnite has recognized and said, oh, you know, we gotta add this in ours, is the ping system and the is that it? Yeah, honestly, that just might be it. Just the ping system. Because that's the only real difference that was in the game that they gone ahead and added. If you ask me, that's like the only thing I've seen them add into the game that Apex Legends kind of already had. Was just the fact, oh hey, look, we have a ping system. I don't want to use the shotgun. I need damage with the cannon. This is gonna be hard. Um, there we go. All right, now I guess we just chill until somebody hopefully comes along. Probably put it here. It's really now. But there's a lot of things in Fortnite already just straight off the bat that is a lot better than Apex Legends. I love the fact that there's actually more people in Fortnite making it, at least it seems to me like it's a much harder game that way. Because the more people that are playing, you're, and it being cross-platform now, um, you're not sure how somebody can do. So, for example, whenever I was playing ooh, when I would play on the Nintendo Switch, I have a very hard time playing. When I play on Xbox, I feel like pretty getting like kills. But then I could play on PlayStation, and then I feel like I should be pretty darn good at building and all that. I mean, it really varies for me. Where's this guy at? I really don't care if I die. I just want to get, well, care if I die. Question is, where is he at? I hate how much it so moves. It's so unstable recoil. I mean, it makes sense, but no way. The cannon itself, I think realistically, would be heavy enough to stand it. There you go. Something more like that. I don't know. Anywho, Fortnite compared to Apex Legends is, aside again from having different game modes and Apex only having groups of 3, Fortnite has more people. By doing some simple math, if there's 20 squads in Apex Legends and each squad is 3 people, that means that there's a total of 60. There's a total of 60 people, 3 for each squad, and a total of 20 squads. One thing that I feel, I mean, I think the idea is so that you still are like unaware of how many people are left. But once it comes down to like the final 3 or so squads, the little meter that's on the side that tells you how many people are alive ends up just mark. So the game tries to act like it's harder by saying, oh, we don't know how many people are alive. Dang it, blew up the wall. I'll just stay. I don't even have materials. Oh, but that was 100. That was clearly 100. What? I really didn't think I was gonna get that done. That's crazy. Now I could die happy. Whoops. Wow. I was like, I got so shook that I even got the 100 damage just on him alone. I didn't really care too much that well, I was okay with dying at the first 100. I'm happy that I ended up killing him. That made it even better. So I'm surprised. I already finished all my challenges, which is why it's a good thing I didn't call this trying to complete challenges, because I was doing that before and I ended up getting it done. Which is, again, another feature that's in Fortnite, which is a lot better than Apex Legends. Now, go ahead and add that later on into the game, right? Because in Fortnite, you have the season pass, and the season, what makes this Fortnite different from Apex Legends is Apex Legends is trying to rely solely on the loot crate style of unlocking items, and you go through this so many times before. It's in Battlefront 2, it's in Overwatch, it's in Apex Legends now. What other games have it? Modern Warfare Remastered has it. I think a lot of the Call of Duty games, I think even Black Ops 4 might have it as well. I haven't played it, but I know Modern Warfare Remastered and Call of Duty World War II both end up having this loot crate system where you get a lot of the things in common, and then you get very little money for having a duplicate. Um, but a lot of games I feel are trying to just implement the loot crate system, which is another. I feel like it just doesn't work for me, at least. It doesn't work anymore. With Fortnite, it doesn't have the loot crate system. The only loot crates you're gonna have is your chances of finding a gold gun in a chest or something. That's kind of really the only possibility or odds that you have in Fortnite. Apex Legends does that just for skins, but they also, again, in Fortnite, the skins are a lot better. In Fortnite, you have, look, I mean, I'm playing as, like, a female soldier. For some reason, she's wearing, like, white camo, when you would expect her to be wearing, like, green. But, I mean, it still looks great regardless. It's a nice-looking skin. And there's a lot of other ones, you know. The one that I'm trying to unlock is the, what's it called? It's the banana. I don't even know what. I think they call it banana, but literally it's just a banana skin, where you could just play as a banana, and over time it actually goes bad. So you could see that come on, so that you could see as you're playing, the banana starts to like turn brown and black and so on. And it's all solely based on time. So I'm assuming by the end or so of the Fortnite match, if you're playing, let's say you make it a number 1, you should about a bruised up banana. It would still be pretty dope. In Apex Legends, skins are not that great. Nothing sticks out too much, and it feels, I mean, you could say the same thing about Overwatch, but at least Overwatch, when they do have events or so, it is skins that do affect pretty much how the characters look, aside from the fact that it's just a different color. Apex Legends, they have a ton of skins for characters that are just different color palette. You'll be playing, I don't even, Lifeline. I think that's the only one I actually remember. I don't know by name, at least. The only one I remember based on name is Lifeline. Look at that. We got another gold weapon. For her, I unlocked what they consider rare, and it was a, you know, the classic green camo, and that's it. I mean, you can do like, I mean, but again, Fortnite already has this. You can customize the way your weapon looks based on color. My shotgun right now is based on the wood theme, so it kind of has like this yellow gold trim, and then the barrel itself is supposed to be like a really dark style of wood. Obviously, it's not like the familiar wood grain, but it still looks pretty dope. I wonder, does my minigun change by any chance? Okay, no, because the minigun's its own kind of special weapon. But the whole thing with Apex Legends is just, there's a lot of issues with it. I feel like there's a lot of issues with it. Even though and I'll get to that in a second. It's one of the most successful, heard in this review. I trust these people until, watch their video and take their judgment for what it is. That in a way Apex Legends is kind of hurting EA, even though it is one of their biggest and hottest games as of now. Personally, I am getting tired of the Battle Royale genre. Now, yeah, obviously I am playing Fortnite right now. Yay, now I'm gonna do that. I am playing Fortnite right now. That's Battle Royale. Why am I playing it? Well, because I already played Apex Legends, and I think I know. Where's my water at? There it is. I think at this point I kind of know what I want to say about Apex Legends, and then in comparison with I can't even accept, and have that in comparison with other battle royale games, or at least Fortnite and Apex. I don't know why I'm having a hard time talking about it. Let's start with number 1 on this one. Okay, so full screen. Okay, I see where that one's at. Fortnite is... I'm gonna start with map. Now, I did say that Fortnite has a bigger map in comparison of Apex Legends, King's Valley, or whatever they call it. I think it would be pretty... Now, to me, it always feels whenever I'm playing Apex Legends and I'm in a certain section of the map, it just feels literally like I'm just... How would you say it? Just playing little bits and sections, it feels like. Now, you could say that about almost the same as Fortnite. You could go to Tilted Towers and then compare that to what used to be Wailing Woods. You could be like, it feels like a completely different section. I think that since the map is so big, it's like, it feels like you're getting a lot of variety. And one of the problems, again, that I have with Apex Legends, it's like, it just feels like going to Lazy Lagoon a lot, where I feel like I'm in the boat, and there's just all this open space, and people are easily just shooting at me. But another problem that I have with it is, I guess since they're trying to do the whole valley theme, it doesn't feel like there's enough open space to go ahead and like get to a certain type of cover or anything, which a first-person shooter game, in my opinion, does need. You need some open space, not just close quarters, but for a battle royale first person, I feel like it does need something like that. Like, for a good example, this woods section, though, that's like right here, or more towards the right of it. That portion alone is already a lot better for like map wise for a first person battle royale. I love the colors of, the forest, the woods. It's a lot harder, and it's why I feel like whenever I play the battle royale version in Red Dead, it works a lot, really good, because everything is taking place within the woods, and it's such a huge map that I think it's on that one. Yeah, that's the only one actually. But it's such a huge map that, let me just play. But it's such a huge map that you had a variety. Red Dead, again, that map is huge, but it's all taking place in the woods, and since it has like a cover system, it feels really great to kind of hide behind a tree and see if anybody's moving. Oh, are they behind that rock? Are they hiding behind that boat? Using the cover system that Rockstar has, it feels great. And then not only that, it's a limited amount, it's less people, but yet it still feels more fun. Apex Legends compared to Fortnite does have less people. Fortnite goes to 100 while Apex only does 60, but again with the game modes, Fortnite actually has a lot more game modes in comparison. There's solo, duos, squads, then you got Team Rumble, they have the Disco one at the moment, the Disco, they call it Disco something, Disco Domination, there you go, I think that's what it is. They have the Getaway, which is here for a couple days, that's like an event, you know what I mean? I don't think anybody's really coming for us. see if we could play ourselves. There we go. It's just that kind of thing. I'm just realizing my friend's adding me. Well, she's gonna have to wait a while because we're not done with our live stream. I'm not ready to go ahead and be competitive in any nature. So, again, the whole thing is just Fortnite just feels like it's a lot better and a lot more functioning. Now, you could say, oh, well, it's doing a lot better because of the fact that it had more time, which I'll give you that. If it is because it had more time or anything like that, then yeah, I mean, of course, if you have more time to go ahead and work on something, you're gonna go ahead and, well, you're gonna work on it. I mean, that's at least what I would do. Let's see the full screen of this one. But even just sort of doing this, just kind of going through the challenges alone. Now I'm confused about this one. Am I trying to get the dragging logo that's right there? Oops. Now this one's in the sunny place. I just gotta figure out where that's at. Let me check something. I think it's in challenge. No, events, discovery. Alright, so it says number 2, I have to find the secret banner. Blah, blah, blah. Secret banner. Wait, what? Okay, so they're not. Okay. Maybe they just didn't have enough for 2 and they wanted to get something. I don't know. So we have to find the secret banner to get this one, which isn't that hard. But the battle star I didn't see in the 3rd. You don't know how to apparently I know how to play. Okay, well, who sees a star in this one? I don't see a star. Like, if you look on the bottom left, there's like a white painting or some kind. I don't know. This is typically where Google comes in. I do like that character though. Although, I don't know. The only thing I don't dig about just that character is if I could find her, that'd be pretty dope. I think she just has her jacket around her waist. Yeah. She like ties her jacket around her waist. For some reason that throws me off. I don't know why. But other than that, it's still not bad. She's very snake themed. And going back to the argument about skins, I mean, come on. All these skins alone are already a lot better than the ones compared to in Apex Legends. I mean, they could easily go ahead and customize already made characters into these. Oh my goodness. Where are they working at? Sorry about that. So, I mean, a lot of these skins, they could just easily, you know, pre-made, be like, oh, you know, it'd be pretty dope if we had, like, a cowboy look for someone. That one character that's supposed to be, like, the Tracer, where she's, like, a mix of Tracer and Symmetra. She's, like, fast, gets around or something. I wouldn't say Tracer, rather. It seems like a different version of Symmetra, but, excuse me, they could easily, you know, done something for her, like, this. I don't know. I just think that'd be cool. Now, of course, give or take, depending how they work, it could easily be that this is such something that they do. Because, I mean, right now, for Fortnite, they do have some repetitive skins. We got this one, which is the Rose Team Leader. Then we got the Blue Team Leader, which is a PS4 exclusive. So we ended up getting a little free beanie, little beanie hat. Which again isn't that far off from the defaults. I could have sworn I had another one. I guess not. But I mean, aside from the fact that they do, a lot of these seem like they repeat in a way. This one's just really weird. I don't know. I only got it because it was part of a deal. But a lot of these skins do really great, and I think it's just because of the fact that the gameplay is very different, which allows the game to go ahead and have these different creations, which is why, again, to me, it really sets it down into Fortnite taking the lead for skins and other cosmetics. The colors that they have for weapons, honestly, to me, are a lot better. I feel like because first-person shooters tend to like be more cool colors instead of vibrant. I mean, and again, the whole loot crate system, which I hate. it just feels better. Like if you, I mean, it's okay that you can buy stuff, which is dope, I guess, suppose, but like I don't want to do all that. It just feels more tedious to actually win in a Apex Legends game or an Apex Legends match. It feels more tedious to win in that than it does in Fortnite. In Fortnite, look, there's already 97 people. We might give you a bit more. Blah, blah. All right, so we're not getting any more than 97 people, and I'm one of them, so technically 96. Um, but doing something like free for all, I feel like that should have been something Apex Legends had from the very beginning, is the free for all duos and already the trio squad that they have, because you're allowing more possibilities and to see, oh, who's the best gamer, who's the best at this game. That should have been, I feel, already just straight off the bat something that should have had. Um, because I mean, for all we know, they probably, I mean, at some point, I'm pretty sure they're gonna could be like, oh, well, people want solo and duo or whatever, so let's go ahead and let's add those into it. But it just doesn't seem like, in my mind, it just doesn't seem like it would work very well because of the layout of the map. It seems perfect for like a solo, if you ask me, but then part of me is just like, maybe it won't be because of the fact that it's not like open spaced enough and it's not uh, you know, big where everybody kind of has an area to go to. It since all the areas are basically just small. Um, dang it. But since all the areas are basically just small, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of locations for people to go ahead and like build or anything like that. I'm not even gonna try to win this one. So I think this one might be somewhere in this temple that's right here in the corner. Um, what else does Apex Legends have? Well, what do they not have? Well, I say that Apex Legends should definitely, in the future, if they're not gonna do it anytime soon, is update their map in a way where at least it's big enough so that more people can play like a certain game mode. If they decide, oh, let's do solos and duos, definitely they're going to need a way of having players have access to weapons and things like that. Now, it takes a lot of the format from previous ones, like if you play H1Z1, PUBG, those games have, not, I wouldn't say it's a system, but basically that's what it is. In order to find a specific or any kind of weapon, you just have to find it laying around. Uh, of course, there are supply drops, but the supply drops, in a way, kind of reminds me of Borderlands, which is why I feel like they should definitely take advantage of that and make it where they can have weapons like Borderlands. Because in Borderlands, the weapons were actually really unique, and if Borderlands ever decided to do a battle royale genre in their game, I would definitely be playing it because the weapons, just the weapons alone in Borderlands, is really dope. You can have a shotgun 1 second, you go for another shotgun, and it's that like Octo Wave one where 8 shots are like pulsating waves. Is that how you explain that? But it's just like a wave of 8 bullets flying in a direction and a pattern. Like the weapons in Borderlands alone, it's one of the best. You know, you could have you could find an SMG that either will give you better accuracy as you shoot or worse accuracy as you shoot, and then reloading itself, you could reload. Are you gonna reload the gun? Is it a quick reload? Is it gonna be kind of a long one? Is it gonna be the kind of reloading where the gun itself is actually a bomb and you could just throw it at the enemies? Like, if anything, I would be definitely 100% behind a battle royale game for Borderlands, just because of the guns alone. Like, I don't even like, you could be the Siren, you could be, you know, all that stuff, and be like, oh, we're just like Apex Legends, we have abilities. It's like, I really don't care about the abilities that much. Now, I understand that the whole point of Apex Legends is to be, quote unquote, just literally quote, the Overwatch of battle royales. It just doesn't feel like Overwatch kind of thing. Like, I understand that you have ultimates or whatnot, but the ultimates don't feel, well, ultimates. To me, at least, they don't. Um, and that's just because of how they've created their characters. It's all kind of based on. Huh? My dog's making noises. Uh, I'm gonna just put this because I can't find it, or at least rather, I'm not too familiar with this, so I don't know where the heck the place is at. Is it really one of these over here? It might be. Let's go ahead and let's go for it. Okay, so according to this, it's like somewhere around here. So we'll just put a marker. I'm gonna check up on my dog. I don't know why he's making these noises. Okay, I think he's sleeping. I just like opened my door and he's just kind of like knocked out right there. And I'm like, oh, okay, makes sense. But I don't know. Just to me personally, Apex Legends isn't just. It's not my style of game. Um, and speak of the devil. NZ. Oh, New Zealand. I was like, oh. My bro is still talking about the whole New Zealand video because apparently and that's a very serious thing, and I really don't want to get too much into it. But he was telling me that the guy is live streaming the whole thing. You know, of course, the whole thing with PewDiePie and T-Series as of right now is just, I don't know if you want to. It's pretty much like a meme at this point because it really doesn't matter. I mean, even like PewDiePie himself even says like for people who blame him for these things, it's not really his fault. He can't do anything about it because he can tell you something. It's like when you tell here we are years later doing what they said to not do. Oh, don't drink because it's gonna be bad for your kidney. All this and that, and yet here you are still, drinking and stuff. So, I mean, obviously, he doesn't have that power. Like, he's not, gonna show up to your house and be like, hey, don't do it. He doesn't have that ability. So, but yeah, anybody doesn't know about the New Zealand thing, which you should probably know, but I don't know how I said it, but there was being at a, he told me a Jewish kind of temple. I forgot what they call it, but he told me that it happened there, and he was live streamed. The shooter was live streaming the whole thing, and oh, subscribe to PewDiePie before doing the whole thing, which obviously is horrible. But I'm just in my mind, I'm just hoping they don't, the news is just gonna go ahead and be like, oh, PewDiePie is supporting all this, because that's already what they did when somebody vandalized a World War II memorial. Now, he didn't say go do that. He just made the joke about, oh, any meme is a good meme or something like that. Like, that was it. Like, clearly that's a joke. But I mean, again, like, the guy really, if anybody's gonna blame PewDiePie for it, he can't really do anything about it. I mean, it's just like, the whole thing's a joke. Like, he's not gonna care too much about, oh, T-Series beat me, okay, boom, yada yada. He's still gonna be able to go ahead and do his own videos and things like that. So, if you guys want to go ahead and look into that, I definitely do recommend go ahead and do look into it. It's something that is a serious matter. Definitely need to send prayers their way, because it's horrible. I don't know how else to explain it other than it's horrible. But we got a little far from our topics. Let's go ahead and let's backtrack. Apex Legends sucks. Booty. What's this one? It just says it's reactive, so I don't know how this works. But Apex Legends is kinda booty. What were the event challenges or not? Where did I unlock? Wait, what? Oh, so not only did I get loading screens, I also got the banner and the 10 stars? Or was that just glitched out? Did you ever think about that? Actually, let's check it out just in case. That's actually another cool thing. I didn't think about that until now, actually, is the banners. Whenever you play Apex Legends, the banner is basically whatever character that you're playing as, and then it tells you the stats, which, honestly, if you play with someone like me, you're going to be like, oh, well, this guy's a horrible player, why is he even on our team, yada yada. You're going to be questioning a lot. But even just getting victories alone, I've already won 2 separate matches, and, like, I don't know, like in an hour, or maybe less, I don't know. Just that alone, it didn't feel like, I don't know, like, how would I say that? Because at least in Fortnite, I know at least if I play, even if it's with friends or anything, I know for a fact that at least I'm putting in effort to go ahead and make us win. And there's multiple times already where I'm the one that's going out, getting the last kill for my team, playing duos or squads. Obviously, I'm there. I'm being productive, even if it's just getting 2 kills. It's still something. In Apex Legends, it's a little difficult to explain. Not even difficult. It's actually pretty simple. I don't have any effort. Now, it could be that I am a little biased. I myself am not the best at first-person shooter games. I play Call of Duty because at least I know that if I die, I could come back. But I play game modes that are at least pretty dope, like gun game, free-for-all, I guess, as well. In World War II, there's also the war mode, which is basically you playing and fighting under an objective. Oh, look at that rainbow. It's just you fighting under an objective, which is, if you ask me, like, it feels really great to go ahead and fight for an objective, and that's something that even in Star Wars Battlefront 1, which they should bring back in the second, was the AT-AT Walker assault. The AT-AT, oh my goodness, I said it weird. AT-AT assault. Basically, in that one, the whole point, if nobody knows, AT-ATs is giant, very huge. It's like a ginormous tank. It's the one that, instead of being on wheels, it's like it walks. It's kind of like a robot dog or a robot camel. I think that's what people kind of refer it more as. And then from like the head part, it shoots out lasers that will blow up just about anything. So, but in the game, the whole point is to get, there's 2 of them, and the rebels had to defend, or no, I mean, technically both sides are defending, because the rebels are defending their base from the AT-ATs, and then the Empire is defending the AT-ATs from the rebels so that they can destroy it. So it's kind of like, depending how you play it, can be a defensive kind of game or a pretty offensive kind of game. Works because of the fact that, ooh, there's somebody outside. Okay. But to me, if you ask, that's a game mode that works for me because it's very objective. Can't believe that worked. It's a game that's very like objective based, and that's what I like playing when it comes to games. Like, at least in battle royale modes or in battle royale games, it's obviously, it makes sense. Like, oh well, you have to. I think that's just the only difference. I mean, that's what makes a big difference, if you ask me. Is just like, oh, you only get one shot at this, and it feels great. I don't know. In Apex, comparing it to Apex Legends, the victory for me isn't the same. In Fortnite, I'm always, we're always like, oh, yeah, we did it, yeah. But then when I had the 2 wins in Apex Legends, it didn't feel the same exact way. It was just a very big issue of just like I didn't have any effort. You know, the game doesn't feel that great. It's just another first-person game where I'm shooting. I hope that they die or whatever, and then I just move on and hope I survive or something. Now, I don't know much about the ultimates that they have. I know one guy like goes really fast, and he has heightened senses, so he can see people through walls or something. Basically, like a selfish Widowmaker. And then you have another one that, or actually, there's two of them that have the same ultimate, and it's them using a rocket barrage. Not the same as what's her face? Not the same as Farah. It's actually different. This one, it's just, you know, you aim at a spot and be like, all right, we're gonna have rockets fall from the sky and land on there. Like, that's just what it is. It's just, I don't know. It doesn't feel as great. It doesn't feel as great. If you ask me, it's not as great. My friend keeps messaging. I'm gonna check this out. Oh, she's asking questions about Fortnite. Then again, well, what's the default setting for Fortnite, or in terms of building? Because I remember when I played, I don't remember what it used to be. I feel like it might have been on Classic, or actually, no, I think it used to be by default um, on Attack Pro, or Combat Pro, I mean. And then when I played on Xbox and Nintendo Switch, maybe maybe a couple updates passed by, but when I did it on Nintendo Switch and the Xbox, by default it set me at Builder Pro. Now, obviously, I'm back to Builder Pro, but I was always a combat. Whoops. I was always the Combat Pro in comparison. Just because, I don't know, like, it was just more my play style, and even kind of my bros were using the same thing. Oh yeah, right? If you double tap, it switches. Come on, man, now. Not even mad, it just was an easy death right there. There you go. Oh, man. So, honestly, I think what Apex Legends should do, for my opinion, obviously, they're just going to do whatever they feel is the best. And right now, they're doing whatever the heck is best. They don't have that much in their arsenal, and I'm kind of hoping that they do put in something that's a bit more fun or intriguing. For example, weapons. In Fortnite, you have a variety of weapons, which I can't show here, which sucks, but to go into the other game mode, which I think from there we can kind of get a general idea of the different weapons that they have. Of course, a lot of them that are in the game aren't available in the that are, I'm just saying as an example, some that are in the Save the World mode are not available in the Battle Royale mode, which is very disappointing. I would have loved to see a lot of these games actually show, or a lot of these guns actually show up in the game, but it's not there. So, oh, Love Storm. Ooh, what is that? That was kind of dope. It's pretty cool. What? Here are some of the... Oh, here are some things to help you get started in the new hero loadout. So they added a new hero? You a ninja? They even have some pretty dope skins even in the Save the World mode that they should... I think, honestly, they should go ahead and bring in for the Battle Royale. So I don't understand what's going on in here. Now, I think another thing that would have been pretty cool is if you get a skin in Battle Royale, you could get it in the Save the World mode as well, and even vice versa. So at least that way, if you're not spending even more on, you know, on buying things. But they make... I don't. They do really good at trying to make it goofy. You know what I mean? The standard deluxe. Nah, I ain't getting that upgrade. There we go. So the currency is different. Obviously, you can still use V-Bucks, and you can actually still earn V-Bucks from playing the Save the World mode. I think you just... Actually, I don't remember what specifically I did for me to even get it, but you can get V-Bucks from playing. Here we go. We're going to go into ranged weapons. Now, there's a lot of weapons here that, as you can see, some made appearances, some did not. Like, this is a version... I think they had this pistol before, kind of like that pirate-themed one. But they have so many, like, variety of weapons that I'm surprised they don't bring it back. Now, I think double barrel shotgun, this one, they call it, quote-unquote, the... Oh, this one's called double barrel. Why is this one called strong arm? I don't know. But they have a lot of different weapons in here, and they do play differently as well. I think this one's is semi-automatic, while in Battle Royale, it's a burst rifle. It's still technically semi-automatic, but in here, it's literally just one at a time. They have different guns on here. This one looks like a... Looks to me like a AK-74U in a way. The hunting rifles, I think, actually have more ammunition. A lot of the weapons actually do play out differently. The hunting rifles have a higher ammunition compatibility in their... Capacity? Something like that. The laser rifle, I heard, supposedly was introduced into the Battle Royale scene, but because it was such an overpowered weapon, it was removed, which is very disappointing, because there's a lot of weapons in here that would be really freaking awesome to go ahead and have. But not only that, to bring back... There we go. The melee weapons would be pretty dope to bring back. I mean, it's rare because it was like a winter event where they brought in the this one like ultimate sword which killed people like in one hit. It was really, it's OP, but like it's pretty dope. And I can't go down? Oh no. It's over here. But there's a lot of stuff. Look, we got a wrench, we got a sword, we got a hammer, we got an axe, we got a different kind of sword, we got a scythe. These things, like, there's a lot of different varieties. Even the traps themselves are actually pretty dope. Like the gas trap. Imagine, you know, you already have the gas bombs. Imagine just having the gas trap. You know, that's pretty cool to have as well. This one's just to prevent spawning, and that would be only good if there was like the zombie stuff, but even then it just kind of bootleg. So retractable floor spikes, that's always, I swear they've never seen them change that. The one that they've always kept bringing, or they put in and then eventually took out, was the freeze traps, which were pretty dope because you could either use it to your advantage or you could use it for somebody else's disadvantage, which makes it really awesome to go ahead and just depending how it works. So I know I've seen some people use it on players so that they slide backwards or something and then they end up dying from the storm, and then it's like in a way an easy win. Then you have situations like what I would do is I might build a little bit and then, or go on a hill, let's say. I'll go on a hill, I'll put on the floor trap because I think it works on everybody. I'll put the floor trap and then I'll be like, hey, come on, let's go, and then put ice on our feet and then we just slide down the hill, guaranteeing that we'll go faster. I mean, of course, since they took it out, they did put in the chili hand things, or you can freeze people's feet with just that little hand grenade thing. But what else do we have? I mean, these are pretty cool. This one's, what does it say? No, let's ignore that. This one, wall darts. It's basically like, imagine the the wall spikes, um, but since it's darts, it could go farther, you know? So not only would, let's say, the person that's standing next to it get affected by it, but maybe somebody else that they were fighting with that just so happens to be in the area or where the trap's pointing at can also get affected by it. I think that would be pretty cool, and especially now that we have this new, uh, since now we have this new, I was gonna say mode, since we have this new style of game, basically the map area, this, I already forgot the name, it's like Sunny something. That one is basically like the Indiana Jones themed section, so that one would make a lot of sense as to why it would have the darts in it. And it'd be pretty cool, you know, again, just have the darts there, that'd be pretty dope. I don't think I have anything else. I mean, there's floor traps, but the game, from what I can tell, in terms of Battle Royale, really focuses on what is more likely to be, in terms of damage traps, what's more likely to be in all different sections. Because I believe you could put the freezing floor trap anywhere, and I don't know if it has to be specifically the floor, but it usually works best if it's on the floor. And then the floor spike, you could, in Battle Royale, you could put them anywhere, but man, oh man, I don't see Apex with traps. No, but there's a lot of advantages and disadvantages in Fortnite. I mean, honestly, I think the best thing, again, just the traps, the maps, the way that everything's just kind of laid out, the different variety. This even has its own different game modes so that you're not just always playing. Ooh, excuse me. Oh, look, see, you end up getting rewards for defending. So I got 100 V-Bucks from defending that one. And here we go, defense 5, another 100 V-Bucks. So basically every time you need to defend, you get 100 V-Bucks. So that's actually not that bad. So that means I got like 400 already from doing that. That's cool. And then that's all my stats. Apparently I'm good with everything except fortitude and offense. But that's fine. So, Apex Legends, honestly, the best thing that they can do as of now is step up their game. Like, quite literally, like, put in some more game modes, allow players to go ahead and do some other stuff. Get better skins. Get better skins. Because in Fortnite, even though you're not playing as someone who has an ability, at least you can have different skins that look great. And even in Overwatch, you're somebody with a set ability. You still have different skins that change them a lot, especially with like the seasons. You know, we ended up having. Oop, she switched games. Yep, she switched. That's fine. You have all these different. Again, comparing to Overwatch, you have a good set of skins for each individual character, which. It doesn't feel the same kind of straight off the bat with Apex Legends. It just feels like they just gave a character like different but yet similar clothing. It's like, again, the whole thing with, you know, the Rose team leader comparing to the blue team leader. It's just like, oh, different color and a beanie, different hair. Then it's just like, alright, well, here you go, boom, pink and black, and make the hat different so that she has a ponytail and a little bit of pink. It's just like, it's just, I don't know. But who knows? Watch us later on end up doing another Apex Legends video, or rather, not doing an Apex. Well, we did one already, so watch us end up doing another. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I will be uploading a new video on the Zabin project, hopefully sometime soon. It just needs a little bit more tweaking to it, and we'll eventually get that up. As well as, really, I don't know. But we will be going, eventually we will be coming up with that video and other stuff. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you did watch, hit like, subscribe to the Zabin Project. Check out those edited videos that eventually will be going up. And of course, I'll see you guys next time, and stay healthy.